I wondered if we could start off just by discussing a little bit what's been the vibe at GITEX this year.
Thank you very much, first of all, for having me. I think we're, after a challenging 2020 with all the current circumstances, we are moving towards the end of this year with a great GITEX show. Today I see that there is huge interest towards what GITEX is bringing in. I think the current circumstances in particular with COVID has showcased the importance of information technology, how this has helped everyone, regardless, whether it is from a personal perspective or professional perspective or learning perspective, to overcome what we have been facing currently. So I suppose the flow is great and the interest is good. Yeah.
Perfect. Obviously, the situation that we've seen over the last year or so with the pandemic has sort of fueled an enormous appetite for digital services. Do you see that continuing into next year?
I think this is extremely vital. The current circumstances with the COVID has made us leap around 10 years ahead of time. We were trying our best to make people understand the importance of digitalization, especially from a government perspective, how it is much easier to conduct services online instead of actually going physically to the government entity, how payments can be conducted online easily with a secure perspective, how it saves time, how it is more efficient. So these facts in particular were there, but our major challenge was, the change in mentality. So people accepting this change. And I suppose the positive side of the COVID situation is that people started to endorse this, to understand that. If you look at it previously, an interview like that or a meeting like that would have been very rare. Now we see that as something very common. So this acceptance in people has actually pushed us to drive this even further. And this is what the government is trying to do. Today we are indeed consolidating all our government services under one umbrella. This is called TEM, and this facilitates the overall service needs, where people can just be at the comfort of their home or from their mobile and do whatever they want.
Perfect. And if you could just expand a little bit on exactly how TAM will make people's life in Abu Dhabi and throughout the UAE much easier.
So the school of thought here is we are one government, and we need it to be seamless to the end user, where if I as a citizen require a service from the municipality, if you'd look into the previous situation, I'd have to call the municipality or go to the municipality. Even if they had online services, I would have to log into the municipality website and conduct a specific service directly from there. Then I will log off and I will eventually go, let's say, to the police department, where I seek the services that I desire. So we wanted to make a seamless interaction between the citizen and the government. This is where we have consolidated all our services in one platform. The user simply logs into the TAM application or the TAM website, and he uses the service as whatever service he desires without the need to refer to a specific entity. So, of course, the user experience. Having multiple user experience from different websites was actually a challenge previously that we needed to overcome. We needed to simplify things. We needed to implement a unified security aspect. So all of these now are under TAM umbrella. Now this is the first of its kind. Now with this amount of services under a mobile application, I would say. The challenge that we had was enormous, whether it is from the government perspective or even an end user perspective. Yet the end result that we're seeing today is very satisfying.
Thank you very much. Obviously, 2020 was a very challenging year for everyone. What would you say you're most proud of? What was the best thing that you achieved as a company in 2020?
Okay, well, I think the role of the e-government in particular and ADDA, so Abu Dhabi Digital Authority, was one of the most roles and major players this year, specifically, obviously with the digitalization being one of the hottest topics here. Of course, we've mentioned TEM, and one of the initiatives that we worked on was a platform, a consolidated platform for payment called Abu Dhabi Pay. Again, maybe a quick explanation. This is a cross-government unified platform where it helps users consume those services, because eventually government services has many government services has a payment behind it. So we needed to inject, first of all, trust towards conducting online payments. We needed to inject a unified look and feel. We needed to have more of an Amazon approach where customer can have can pay for multiple services in one shot. We needed to have multiple channels where and multiple methods of payments where the customer not only can pay through a credit card, but he or she can pay through Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Pay by. These are wallets that you can utilize for your for the payment of your government services. Pay it. So as you can see, we've made this payment platform as a hub where it comforts the user to utilize the online services and then to pay using that method that he or she feels comfortable in using. And this is one of the, I would say, major programs that we have launched as a first step towards an overall vision of a cashless society that we are looking into.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So just coming back to the GITEX experience, and obviously you're exhibiting at the show. What are you hoping to achieve at the show this year?
I think we mainly need to spread the awareness over the TEM application. This is one of the most important factors here. We want to showcase that we are one government, and we want the users to understand that you know, we are opening our arms and we want to accept user feedback, we want to accept user interaction, and we are trying to avoid the multiple entity thought that was there throughout the years. Of course, through our contact center, where the customers can directly call an 800 555 number and interact with us as one government. This sort of knowledge and outcome that we want mainly to achieve. Of course, showcasing the new services that we've onboarded onto our TEM platform, and the multiple channels that Abu Dhabi Pay has today to facilitate the payments and to add the comfort to the end users.